Love Bears and Scootaloo by me. It's part. As Rainbow Dash began to trot along the soft ground on the forest floor, her mind began to drift in a talk she had with Discord and the not Applejack. Stupid Discord! Stupid Applejack! What do they know? Rainbow thought to herself as she kicked the ground, her mind not noticing how the ground became wetter the farther along the path she walked. That's totally how I feel. I'm playing a muscle. I tell them how I feel when I'm ticked off, if I think I'm happy with them, and especially how I feel. The last thought made Dash pause her walking and look down in a moment. Sometimes. Looking down at the ground, she began to remember the day she saved a little filly from falling down a waterfall. I wanted to be brave so you could take me under your wing and could be my big sister. I mean, I thought that Scoot already you know that I had her consider her like my little sister for a while. Rainbow said with a shrug. I mean, I never thought about that of any of my fans. Why did she think I came to her performance that night? Because I never said it when I needed to. Besides, just continue to walk forward. The Fluttershy knows how I feel, right? I take her to places I dealt with Twy. I pal around her with all the time. She should know how close I am to her. I told her I would protect her. How much more does she need to know? As the words came from her lips, Death stopped herself for a moment. Swell sob said you did there, didn't you? Protecting those you care about. You couldn't save Sonny. You couldn't save Scoot for becoming an orphan. You promised her! Death yelled, slamming her hose to the soft ground, not realizing she was sinking deeper and deeper into the ground. And you failed! Rainbow Dash let out a scream of frustration and rage as she began to pound the ground faster, making her sink faster. Why wasn't I there? Why couldn't I save her? Why couldn't I protect her? Why wasn't I just a little bit faster? Fastest pony in all of Equestria. Ha! What a laugh! She continued, body sinking up into the mud up to her neck. What's the point of being fast if I couldn't keep my little sister happy? Couldn't do Death's mouth was soon covered by mud to continue. As Rainbow's body continued to sink further in the bog, her left wing brushed again. Once open, a feather touched the pink pony statuette and made it glow a brilliant pink light. As the light flew out of the box, it rose from the murky bog and hovered for a few moments at the signpost as a bright trio of yellow and red balloons. Landing, it turned into a form of a bright and bouncy pink pony. Woo! Fun ride! Pony exclaimed before taking a look around. What am I doing here? And where's here? Oh, is this a teleporting me? Pinky then looked at a signpost that said, Bog Eternal Despair! Watch out for snakes! At this sign, Pinky could only enlarge an eyebrow in confusion. Here? Could be despairing enough for this bog to do anything. Turning her head luckily left and right, she quickly saw traces of a cyan wing sinking into the ground. Dashi? What's she being all sad about? She doesn't have time to be sad. She has someplace special to take care of. And with that, the pink pony dug her hose deep into the mud and began pulling up the singing Pegasus. Don't bother. I'm useless. I couldn't save her. Death says, her head peered above the mud. That's what you said about Dashi? Don't be silly, Pink says she grunted, pulling hard. It's just the bog talking. It's taking you down by making you think all sad thoughts about your failures. Like you are forgetting something very important. What? Dash asked, voice in a low tone. Nobody's perfect, Dash. Not you, not me, Pinky said between grunts, pulling more and more to keep her friend from sinking. You gotta save her, I know. It's been hiding you for a while now. You feel responsible because you weren't fast enough. You haven't even told Stella about your feelings. I seem to have a problem with that lately. Dash said as her host still clung to the mud. But are you gonna let that stop your promise from her? Pinky asked, her voice softening as he dared grunts. Dash's eyes opened wide as his moment struck to her. Please, Rainbow, watch over her. Protect her. No, Sonny, I can't. It's your job. Dash whimpered as she watched the mare slowly pass from her sight. Please, you've already been like a mother to her. I could never thank you enough for that, Sonny said, holding Dash's hopes to begin to feel the life fade from her. Using what strength she had left, she leaned up to Dash's lips and gave a soft kiss on him. Promise? Promise. I'll always protect her. Dash said, before the image changed her mind with a smiling Fluttershy. As the Rainbow Main Pegasus shook her head out of the memory, you could hear Pinkie Pie behind her. You let that one mistake continue to hurt you. You fail all three of the tests. What you need to do is take that mistake, learn from it, and use it to protect any pony that's close to you. Even better. Me, Twi, Rarity, AC, Skips, and Fluttershy! Dessa's eyes shot up in realization. This sparked confidence. You're right. What the fuck am I doing letting myself get sad over this? They need me! With a grunt of effort on her part, Des pulled apart on her hooves to break out of the mud, sending Pink Pony flying back. As he flew out of the mud, Des put her on a loop in the air and landed back on the ground before shaking the mud off her body. Yeah, looks fantastic, Daisy! Pinkie Pie said, giving Des a hug before running her through the prismatic mane. You a little better? Yeah, a little, Des said with a sigh. I've been feeling down ever since Sunny's death. I keep thinking to myself, if I was just a little faster, if I was nearer, I was with them on that trip. I could have saved her. Every time I look at that little filly's eyes, I feel like I failed her in not protecting Sunny. But you didn't feel her, Dashi, Pinkie said, pulling a hug to Dash's chin, smiling at her. Blue-eyed Sonia decided to elevate her friend's words. We took her in, gave her a new home, family, and more than she could ever want in you. You brought life back into her world when she needed you most. I just did to her what I always felt my with me. Dessa chuckled. That with me? Pinkie asked, a small smile on her lips. Yes, she is, and always will be. My little sister. And I guess daughter now, too. Dessa broke away from the hug and put a hug to her back of her head. Imagine me, a mother. I guess it's a little tight to know that more often. What about Fluttershy? Fluttershy said, almost uncharismatic smirk of a glint of red in her eyes. How do you feel about her? Fluttershy, Des said, side-skipping her lips as the Pinkie Pie disappeared. It's my dearest friend. Some pony who I would do things with that none of the others get to do with me. The only pony who sees that side of me that every pony doesn't get to see. Some pony, Des put her hope to her heart and smiled, was very dear and special. With that, the rainbow maned Pegasus flew off, as a pair of red eyes continued to watch from the trees. Fluttershy put the plushie down on the bed, letting it join the pictures he had been inspecting, and look over the room. As he walked to one side of the room, she saw pictures of her and Rainbow Dash, where they were now older and living in Ponyville. She chuckled as she looked at the photo of her and Dash at the mark swap, where her friend hugged her close and told her she would never take animal care for granted again. She saw another photo of them standing together before heading up to the Empire. Photos of them before and after the wedding. Being Twilight, picture her talking to Dash in quiet and loud moments as well. She smiled softly at one photo of them at a second jousting competition at the Empire. Photo looking afraid out of her wits, while Dash put a hoof over her shoulder, confident smile on her mare's lips. I was more worried about the audience than you that day, Dashie. Fluttershy said with a smile as she remembered the photo was taken. You know, Dash, I'm not busy watching the stone this time, AJ said, looking at the two of them. I could help you with the joust. Yeah, but I do this with Fluttershy. If I do it with you, I'm afraid I'll sew you up, Dash said with a smirk. Whoa! Fluttershy, are you sure? Rarity said, looking at her friend. You don't really have to. I know, Fluttershy said as he looked back at Dash. She's so enthusiastic and I want to. Because, Fluttershy said, looking at the photos where she was scared, frightened, and worried, standing next to Dash or under her wing. I know she wouldn't really hurt me, no matter how scary it would get. Dash would always be there to protect me. She did promise me after all, and I'll always trust her. With a smile and a close set of eyes, he put a hope to her heart. Always. The winds billowed around Rainbow Dash's wings as he furiously flew towards the castle in the distance. Young Pegasus Mare couldn't help but smile as he neared the castle of dear friend. Fluttershy, you wanted the most important No, that sounds like I don't care about our other friends. Flares, Scoops, you guys are like my family. No! Do you two know just how I... Dash screamed as she hit an invisible wall in front of her. Ow! What is with the mother bucket walls around here? She asked as she rubbed her nose to soothe the pain. Again, I'm not subtle in my symbolism. Pulling her forward, she touched the invisible wall around her, hosting a little while it moved. Iva raised in curiosity. The sighing mare lowered herself to the ground. When she saw on the wall a small pattern consisting of orange, blue, pink, white, purple, and yellow gems. Oh, great! She said out loud, thinking back to a similar pattern she had read from one of her Fairy Doo novels. The thing was hard enough for me to solve just in the book. How can I solve a pattern with... Of course! I know just the man for the job! Turning to the bag on her back, Des quickly pulled out the small brown box and opened it once more. Looking to the purple outcard for a moment, she began to reach for it. While shaking her head, reached for the white unicorn on the side instead. Pulling out quickly, Des smiled as the statuette floated from the box and landed next to her, as it glowed into a bright blue diamond. In moments, the bright blue diamond turned into a sparkling white unicorn. My word! What is going on here, and how did I wind up here? Rarity asked as she began to look around her surroundings before looking at Rainbow Dash. Rainbow, do you know what's going on here? Long story. Tell you all about it when I'm done. Dash explained. She looked up at the pattern on the invisible wall. Right now, I need help with that puzzle up there. She then pointed to a pattern puzzle right behind her friend. That? Rarity asked as he examined the puzzle for her. And I thought you wanted me to do something hard. Oh, these type of puzzles are always fun. With a soft giggle, the white marshmallow turned to the wall and began to work furiously. As he began to arrange the correct pieces in the proper places, the white mare began to look curiously at the colors, in the way orange fit with white and yellow with the blue. Here's interesting, isn't it, Rainbow? What is? Dash asked as he let her mind wander, looking at the blue sky. How easily we all fit together. Our individual strengths building us up like a piece of fabric, helping to accept the other. Like, Randy said, putting the orange and white pieces together, causing the lock to open. Applejack's roughness and my finer laying qualities, Piggy's pigginess, and the Twilight's intelligence. Then, she said, smiling, as he held the final two pieces together, yellow and blue, you have the two of you. First softness perfectly accentuates your courage and roughness. Wouldn't you agree? After all, next to Pinky, you spend the most time with her out of any of us. It's usually her that you bring to the events that, by all rights, used to bring me, Applejack, Twilight, and Pinky instead. It's no big, really, Rainbow Dash said with a shrug. It's just that I've known her the longest. I know how she feels and what she can do if she gets the chance. She just needs to go out more, and she knows me the best. Yeah, I can get invited to some of the most boring things in the world thanks to her, but I don't mind it when it's just us. What does that make her to you? Rarity asked, eyes having a full glow of red. That makes her... That starting moment, she began to find the right words to describe Fluttershy. She watched Rarity disappear into mist. My special friend. A pony I do things with that I never would do with any of them. Some pony I spend all my special moments with. Des said, smiling to herself, placing a hope to her heart before chuckling flying off. One of two ponies who could bring out the best of me sometimes. First, I let out a soft sigh as he pulled her eyes away from the photo. He began to look around the room, some of the more for the other photos, each one bringing a happy memory of her and Dash. A memory of every time that the Cyan Mare stood up for her, protected her, or would stand for her. A giggle came to her as she saw a picture of Dash putting a wing over her friend's body, to the pouring rain. You were always there for me, Dash. Okay, Flyers, just a little farther and you can open your eyes. Rainbow says she led the Burry Pegasus down the road. Are you sure you're gonna like this place? Trust me, you're gonna like it! Dash says he let go of Fluttershy's up and flew next to a wall-eyed, slightly pregnant Gray Pegasus. Okay, Derpy! Okay, Fluttershy, on three. 1, 2, 3, open them! Derpy says she flew up next to Rainbow Dash. Ta-da! As Fluttershy opened her eyes, she let out a gasp of excitement at the giant tree concept before her. Oh my, is this mine? Yep, all for you. Me and Derpy had to work hard to get it for you. Dash says her friend next to her nodded. But you didn't. Fluttershy stammered as she was interrupted by Dash. We didn't, but we wanted to do it. Dash said with a smile as she and Derpy landed next to Fluttershy and hugged her. A smile graced her lips as she returned the hug. Fluttershy smiled at the memory. It's one of several that littered the room to remind her how close she'd become to her friend, her guardian, her hero. She got a small sigh of contentment before looking at the top row of pictures. argued her eyebrow curiously down, flapping your wings a few times to elevate yourselves, to go to the photos, looking at all of them. So you remember all those special times as well. I'm telling you, Fluttershy, I'm fine, the little filly complained. No, you're not. You have an owie and I need to fix it, said the little yellow filly, with a higher pitched voice as he put a small bandage onto the blue filly's leg. So he placed a small kiss on it. Yeah, all better. Thanks, the little blue filly said. Every breath you take, every move you make, every bond you break, every step you take, I'll be watching you. And before anybody gets on my case, I want to remind you all of two things. One, I do know that, yes, the original author of this song, Sting, did say that this was technically about stalking, and yes, this is partly about stalking this song. I get that. Number two, interpretation and what a piece of the work means is all up to the individual reader, listener, or viewer. Need I remind you that for years I originally thought that Ray Bradbury had written and created the Fahrenheit 451 as an allegory for censorship, when in fact it's all about TV. Yeah, and guess what? All that LSD things that people play in Alice in Wonderland, the book is about math. All around you, there are stories out there that have always meant something, and people put interpretations into it. And guess what? Those interpretations are usually, and undeniably, 99% wrong. Yeah, unless you're the author, you're the only one who can tell me who was right. But guess what? Even then, most people don't really care what the author thinks. They usually interpret the material on their own. I'd like to leave you with this quote. One time, a teacher said how much the color purple in a scene meant, how wonderful it was, and how calming an effect it was supposed to have. The author then noted that he liked the color purple and that your teacher was a freaking moron! Yeah. Surprise, surprise! Or how about this? My favorite story by Isaac Asimov. It's called Shakespeare. All about an English teacher who flaunts William Shakespeare. Because William Shakespeare was proven wrong in spite of the fact what he wrote. Because of all the interpretations we put onto the work. And this is why Death of the Author exists. So, anybody who wants to put in the comments about how this song is about stalking, I will prove you wrong! Thank you. Rainbow Dash, you came here too? Fluttershy asked as she saw her friend standing in the apartment. Yeah, got bored with the whole wandering Pegasus and her faithful Griffin companion deal. Well, I'll find a place to stay here. Dash looked at Fluttershy. Know of any? Well, there's a small apartment we can rent together, Fluttershy said. I'll go rent while you find some place to stay. What? No way am I putting all the weight on you, Flares. Dash said as Fluttershy put a hoof onto her shoulder. I insist, please, Fluttershy said, smiling deeply into her friend's eyes, placing a tender hoof onto her shoulder. Every single day, every word you say, every game you play, every night you stay, I'll be watching you. And guess what? I interpret this as a romance song about watching over somebody and keeping an eye on them. It is my own individual opinion! All alone, waiting for the crowds and cheering, a blue Pegasus was being held by her yellow friend. Keep doing that, Fluttershy. I'll fail again, and Thunderbolts will never accept a loser Pegasus like me. Just not good enough. Rainbow, of course you're good enough, Fluttershy said, running her hug through the prismatic mane, holding her friends close. Yeah, Yeah, I remind you, I can't complete the rainbow again, even after so many tries. Did I drop out for the academy? I'm just a lowly weather patrol captain compared to wonderful awesomeness? Heck, my dad was doing tricks like mine when he was 10. How can I compare to that? Rainbow Dash asked, tears coming to her eyes. You don't. You do what you always do, Fireside said, tucking her friend's chin and smiling softly. Be unique. Do your best and put on a stupendous show. Even if you fail, know you are the best. And you'll always be special to me, Dashi, Fireside said, hugging her friend once more. Now, I'll be with the others. You go give us a spectacular show. Oh, can't you see? You belong to me. How my poor heart aches. Every step you take. Every move you make. Every vow you break. Every smile you fake. Every claim you stake. I'll be watching you. 3 cheers for Fluttershy! Best buddy and best flyer! Death said, a little tipsy in the air, as a droplet of cider fell from her gas and onto Fluttershy's snoot. Before I decided to pick Rainbow, I think you're drunk. Fluttershy giggled, as he laid on his stomach on the cloud. The after tornado party ended an hour ago. So, we just had an awesome day at a great tornado. Why can't the party last for a little while later? Death asked as he did a backflip and landed onto the cloud next to Fluttershy. Take a look at her friend's nose. She knows the cider droplet. Wait, you have something good on your snoot. Death says he licked the cider off her nose. Fluttershy pulled back from the lick with a giggle. They looked at her friend inquisitively. Rainbow Dash, why were you so determined to get me there? You had more than enough to win a record. Death smiled and pointed to her friend's wings. Because of those. My wings? Fluttershy asked. You've been afraid of heights for the longest time. You always talk about being bullied as a filly. Figured if you were in something, every pony could pull their own weight and add it to something. You could see you as I see you. Pretty good flyer. Not as good as me, but pretty great flyer deserves those wings. You really think I'm great? Fluttershy asked, laying her hand onto Dash's shoulder and trying not to smile at the compliment. Yeah, of course. You're my best friend. My good luck charm. Dash said, running her side and hoof through her friend's strawberry pink mane. Always want to be on the opposite side of you, even if you don't know it. First I go down the south side, see a hole closer to her friend, wrapping her hose around Dash's stomach and resting her hand on his shoulder. Thank you. Since you've been gone, I've been lost without a trace. I dream at night, I can only see your face. I look around, but it's you I can't replace. I feel so cold and I long for your embrace. I keep crying, baby, baby, please. Every move you make, every vow you break, every smile you fake, every claim you stake, I'll be watching you. First, I laid Rainbow Dash on her cloud, looking over her friends hurt by. Now you can rest here, Dashy. We can continue tomorrow. Okay, but want to hurry. Don't want to waste a second that might put that kid into an orphanage and away from me, Dash said, once again to pain her side. Shh. Yes, but you're no good to her hurt. Don't worry. I'll Scootaloo soon enough. Marcy says she kissed Amir's forehead and tucked her friend in. She walked away. She looked back at her friend. You're always supporting me, Dashi. Now I'm going to support you. Marcy smiled at the last memory before flaring back down to the bed and laying there, looking up at the ceiling. She knew that for all the times that Dash was her shield, her guardian and hero, for all the times she helped out to bring Dash's strengths, Rainbow brought out something in her. You always bring the best in me, Dashi. Marcy says she put her hoof to her heart. No matter how scared I got, no matter the bad thing you introduced me to, but it was something I didn't like, I loved it. Because it gave me something I never thought I had or could do. Because it made me feel like I can be better than I am. More than I ever could believe I could be. Thank you. Rainbow Dash's flight went on for the rest of the trip without incident. It felt like the wings themselves were helping to boost her speed. As she neared the targeted castle, a smirk of confidence came to her face. and she gave a few flaps of her wings for an additional boost. However, before she could make her way to the castle, a pillar of flame sprang up in front of her, and her back off for the intense heat. Looking around her, Rainbow Dash quickly found a place to wait as the pillar died down. Glaring, she looked eyes with scowl determination. The blue Pegasus watched as the flames gave way to a green unicorn wearing a long black dress. Hold, little Darcy, said the mayor, levitating the black statue to her side. What brings you to my castle? I'm here to see my friend, whoever the fuck you are. You better not get in my way, Dash said with a mix of anger and annoyance in her voice. Ah, so the brave hero has come to save the fair lovely maiden with a brave heart. The inner currents of the Pegasus siding brightly on her wonderful wings. How heroic! Mockingly, I had to wonder, what does this mean for your feelings of your friends? What do you mean? Dash looking at the mare, taking note of the two gnarled horns on her headdress. Love changes things, young Rainbow. The moment you start to admit you're falling in love with that budding mare up there, the mare said, nodding her head to the castle, it's the moment you risk putting your love above the others. In time, you might even abandon them, or forget about them to focus on your beloved. The last words he had with a bit of a violent voice. That'll never happen! Dash denied, slamming her over to the ground. Oh, are you saying that you don't care for that lovely Pegasus? You ignored the lesson you've been learning here today. To be open about your feelings, and let those who care about you and to remember the ones that do love you. Are these questions lessons so important you'll drop them when this journey is done? No, I'm not saying that. I'm not going to abandon my friends either. Look, Rainbow hesitated a word. Don't know how I feel about Fluttershy just yet. These past few days of this adventure helped to remind me just what she meant to me through my childhood. What she's done for me. What she brings out in me. I can't tell if it's love yet. I don't know if that's why I want to use it. Maybe since I see her as a pony who's close to me like a sister or something, I don't know. I'm no good at musty stuff like that. But I do know that this. If it turns out I love her, and I'm ready to spend my life with that mare, I will never, to accentuate the point, she slammed her home to the ground, abandon any of my friends. Fluttershy will be the mare I do special things with that I wouldn't do to the others. Now get out of my way! Oh no, little pony, said the mare as she held up her staff. First, you must face me and all the powers of hell! Once again, a pillar of flame surrounded the mare, making her grow larger. Sleeping Beauty is one of my favorite movies, and Maleficent is my favorite Disney villain. Just wanted to let you guys. Oh no! That's it. Shaking her head as she backed away from Mare's legs, making her grow chains. Claws appearing at the end. No! 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 Turning around, she quickly took the air as the mare's snout grew larger to accompany her large and scaled funny. Horror as the once mare grew black wings and a long spiked tail. Oh, real funny, Discord! A dragon! Real dragon funny! I'm going to kill you! Dash says he does a fiery blast from the dragon. Moving swiftly through the air, Rainbow Dash stabs fire blast after fire blast, while barely getting sins in the process. Turn your head to look over his shoulder. She let out a gasp of fear as the dragon took a swipe at her with its massive claws. Taking a giant swerve to get beneath the dragon, Dash turned around in the air and began to kick the dragon's stomach with strong kicks. When I growled pain and noise, the dragon looked down at the blue creature kicking her. Dash turned to look at the beast with a cunning and confident smirk before flying at top speed to the monster's face, slamming both posters of the dragon's chin. Flying up and away from the monster, Rainbow Dash kept an eye on the beast below. Panting when exhausted, the sighing mare pulled out the brown box and grabbed the purple alicorn in it. A statue glowed forward. Ground fire blasted right by Rainbow Dash with white purple object. At that point, Rainbow Dash was grateful for two things. One, one of her friends has a talent for magic. Two, hope is truly faster in the eye. And three, her friend has acquired those wings, because having to save her after protecting Dash with a Indian Nicotine shield spell would be embarrassing for the two of them. You know, Rainbow Dash, Twilight said, shield spell taking all the fire damage. But dragons shouldn't be able to fire flame magic like this. They normally use acid as breath weapons. Fire would normally be reserved for red dragons or gold ones. Yeah, that's nice and all, Des said before being interrupted by Twilight. Logically speaking, my seal spell should be melting, albeit slowly due to the high escape closer to the dragon's breath weapon. Twilight continued, not knowing Das's agitation. She tapped the shield with her forehoof. But look, think, the shield isn't melted at all. Yeah, well, Twilight, we kinda got, Des said before being interrupted again by Twilight. Then again, Purple's a psionic, but Spike has no psychic powers at all. Then again, I think he has some red dragon blood in him. Twilight said, putting up to her chin, thinking, I wish I knew. That's great at all, Twilight! Des interrupted her large outburst, putting her arrows in the air. But have you forgotten? Dragon! Purple! I said, Dragon! Oh! Twilight chuckled as she looked back at the dragon and teleported her and Daz out of the way in a flash of light. Sorry about that. Celestia introduced me to this wonderful gold dragon that had this book on dragon types. Really getting into the research, the purple unicorn said. Dragon types? Daz asked. Yes, I'll have to tell you guys all about it later, Twilight said, before looking back at the dragon above them. He turned his attention to the two ponies. How to handle our current dragon, though, that is the question. Before Daz could answer, however, the black dragon released a torrent of flame into two ponies as he led down the way in time. Daz flew over. She watched her friend fly up close to the dragon, slashed by the monster claws. Twilight! Daz yelled, but once as another Twilight flew up to her. Twilight? Mm-hmm. She said with a few flaps of her wings to keep her steady. While the other three Twilights began to distract the dragon behind her. Here, Emmett spell. Kinda tricky, but it was a blast to at least try once. She let a chuckle as she turned her head to watch herself keep the dragon busy, before slightly bit on a woozy spell. Oh, that's why I don't do it more often. Taxing on my mana! Are you alright? Daz asked, looking at Frank concerned. Yeah, that's fine, Twilight said reassuringly. Rainbow Dash, I need to know if you could kick a lightning bolt or two. Rainbow Dash's lips curled in a kind smirk. So you remember one time she did kick a lightning bolt. Let me! I love writing down speed characters kicking lightning bolts. Good! Twilight said, smiling confidence at her friend. Need you to fly just above her head and be ready to kick what I tell you to. Twilight said this. Rainbow Dash and I flew up in the air, high above the dragon's head. Turning around, the purple alicorn flew at high speed with the dragon, collecting all mirror cells. Said mirror cells that each had a main style built similar to her 6 other friends. Making her way to the end of the dragon, Twilight made her horn crackle, a snap of a surge of electricity. Across the train on the dancing bolts of her horn, she held the keys of white and blue electricity in place until she could aim and dash. Stretching her arm forward, she had at least 5 bolts of forked lightning from her nub and dash. From above her position, the swift daredevil watched as lightning came close to her at a fast pace. With smirk confident, David Dash spun in place with her hind lift extended and kicked all 5 lightning bolts away from her, straight back at the dragon. The dragon would have dodged it, were enough her horns acting like a very good lightning rod and attracting all 5 bolts. The dragon let out a giant roar of pain as the lightning coursed throughout her body, making her miss the torrent of wind and stone that was forming on the young alicorn's horn. Plastic match, the whirling cyclone of wind and stone flew from Twilight's horn and struck hard against the dragon's stomach, making it fly away from the 2 ponies and into a nearby mountain. You see, Des asked, not wanting to kill. No, badly injured. Gonna be nursing wounds I don't want to imagine. But otherwise, she'll live, Twilight said, smiling. Good. Thanks, Twilight, Des said, hugging her dear friend. Now, go and save her, Twilight said, voice deepening a little as she walked away. And don't forget, no matter how much your relationship changes, Applejack said, walking from behind Twilight, or what you decide to do with her, Pinkie Pie said, bouncing out from behind Twilight. Go behind you 100%, Rarity said, walking from behind Twilight, standing next to the others. I knew that. Somehow I always knew that, Des said, taking off while the 4 quick girls disappeared, Red Eyes glowing. But thanks for the reminder! Taking a quick pace, Rainbow Dash flew higher and higher on top of the castle tower, landing on the windowsill. Fluttershy, I can't just... Dash was too stunned by the way the yellow Pegasus looked to continue. Oh, Rainbow, you came to save me. As far as I said, pink paint falling one side of her face. She was dressed in a brilliant gown, with plenty of other colors that excited to the curves of her flank. I'm so glad. It took Daz a few minutes to stop staring at the Pegasus in front of her, admiring her dress fit her friend. Flutters, no offense, but you don't look that much in trouble. Well, it wasn't, not really, Fluttershy said softly. Discord told me everything. Now, Fluttershy, we're going to be playing a little game with Dassy, Discord said with a smile as he walked around Fluttershy's room. You get to play captive as she gets to save you. That sounds fun, Fluttershy said, smiling. What happens if she doesn't make it? If she doesn't save you in time, then you will. Discord smiles as he snapped his fingers, causing an armada of letters to appear surrounding young Mare, all by her belly. Get the giggles taken out of you. As this bit of information went to Rainbow's mind, resonated in her cerebellum, she could only open her mouth in disbelief. You mean I flew all over the Celestia freaking countryside, fought a giant dragon, went through a whole bunch of brain must stuff, just to save me from being tickled? Here I was thinking you were in danger of being torn apart by rabid squirrels, or eaten alive by a giant snake, or were getting by it, and enjoying it! I stole lemon I've read once. Only it wasn't Fluttershy, it was Zelda. Or you were going to get sucked into a giant quicksand trap! Again, another one I found on adultfanfiction.net. And here I was, planning to get you out of here, letting go of my legs and saving you! Mary Des yelled, not realizing what she said was sound to another pony as he turned away from Fluttershy, crossing her forearms. Well, that makes you feel better, Fluttershy said, rubbing a hoof on Dash's shoulder, looking around to mention his eyes. You still pick me up into your legs, find me somewhere safe, my brave hero. Destin got a good look at Fluttershy's blue eyes, smiled softly as he stared. Lay outside before shaking her head. Come on, then. See, came to Pegasus' forelegs. Let me find you somewhere safe. Use your wings to lift off from the floor. Flew out the window, around him, returned to normal. Somewhere nearby, a small orange filly watched the scene from a distance, a pair of brown gray binoculars. Excellent! Scootaloo shouted as he lifted off the branch and back to the ground. This is so perfect! What? Thank you, Discard. Oh, you're quite welcome, said the talking pair of binoculars, as it turned to the long serpentine form of familiar Dragon Conquest. I always relish the times I get to use my powers for fun mischief with my favorite ponies, especially if we can help with their little minds. Now that he's saved her, Rainbow will see how much flesh I need her. Flesh will be so grateful she'll fall in love with her in a second! Scootaloo said, throwing her hose in victory. Whoa, wait a second there, my little filly. Discord said, flying above the photo, said, I never said this little game would help your mom and her friend fall in heads over heels with each other. Scootaloo looked up at Discord, said, It won't? Scootaloo looked up at Discord, said, It won't? No, it won't. Discord said, landing next to Scootaloo. I'll say the two Pegasi fly off into the distance. Don't tell me you actually thought that just because she saved your dear friend from something, it would make them fall for each other. Love doesn't work that way. It never does. Yeah, that little sigh in his voice. Of all the emotions out there, it's the only one that's as chaotic as I am. I'm a spirit of chaos, Scootaloo, not love. That's the pink alicorn back in the Empire's job. Even I can't force anybody to fall in love. All I can do is open the door for them. If they want to act upon their feelings, then that's their choice, not mine. Ta-ta! Well, thanks for nothing! Scootaloo yelled at Discord as he appeared in close light. Laying out outside, young Pegasus brought out a small clipboard and marked their X on the X list. Well, that's another field deep down. 3 down, 5 more to go, I guess. Maybe the next one will work and make them fall for each other. Another sorrowful sky escaped to Pegasus' lips as she walked away. Warm wind on her back giving her a comforting hug. On the grassy hill, not too far from Ponyville or Fluttershy's cards, Rainbow danced and Fluttershy flew above the cloud. Laying the moonlight hits to highlight the two as they circled a small clearing. Not too far away, an earth party man with a key mark began to sing a soft song to the mid-green unicorn. She began to sing to her lyre playing, willing to give their all for their lives. A song about a pony willing to stand for their loves, about a pony willing to die for their love and need a rose. As it began, the two Pegasi made their landing on soft grass. Dad still holding on to Fluttershy with her legs. Can't believe Discord put me through that! Fluttershy looked wearily at Dash, thinking it was just a game. You didn't like it? She asked, letting go of Dash. Well, I kinda did. Gotta admit it was also being your hero. Dash said with a smile. I was still kinda worried about you. You were? Fluttershy asked. looking at her friend, remind yourself to tell this one. I'm sure everybody knows how the game is going to go before playing. Well, me! Dad stopped herself, remembering the lesson of the offense. Was I? Pal? Of course I was worried. Like one of my most dearest friends, Dad said, putting a hug to the yellow mare's cheeks and rubbing it. You're the mare I'd give my life for. Do anything to make sure you're safe from harm, even if it means giving these up, Dad said, waving her wings. Remember we were kids, and I said I'd protect you always? Yes. I still mean it, Dad said, smiling at her. Give my life to protect you. When I die, I'll watch over you. Always. That line comes from a fan art of Cloud protecting Tifa that I just love. Rainbow Dash looked at her friend's eyes, looking at the love and caring that lay within. The mare that she would always fight for. Her mare, her friend. What else he was not sure yet to call her. She cherished her other friends as they were sisters. Close family will always be. Fireside to her was different. She was that pony who would always see a special side of her she would let her see. Her special friend. Don't forget, Fireside said, putting a hoof to Dash's chest and looking at her friend. I'll always be watching you too. Then she got a soft smile as she stared into the eyes of her protector. Her guardian, her friend. Her friends would always be her big sisters that would help her live. Rainbow was that special admirer who would see that side of her. Afraid she would be afraid to let out if Dash were not there to support her, and tell her all she could do for her. For her, Rainbow was her guardian, a friend that would bring in the best of her, even if she did not know it. Her special friend. She sat there in the grass for the longest time, letting the song around them reach a high point in its lyrics, letting the moon highlight the two in shadows. As the two continued to sit there, bodies touching each other by hooves, letting the music carry them, Dash leaned in slowly to the butt of Pegasus. Spot's down pink mare leaned up to her sighing friend and met Rainbow's lips with hers in a deep, passionate kiss. The mares moaned as they felt the softness of the kiss, leaning most of the lip carried them. As Rainbow continued to kiss the sighing mare, slit a hose around to the back of her companion and ran her hose along her friend's back. Slowly, her hose ran down the slender yellow back, feeling the edges where the wings came up, and up to her head in a long pink mane. Fireside, with a hose on her friend's chest, began to run one hoof along the breast, while rubbing along Dash's side, only softly as he deepened into the kiss. After too short a time for either of them, Dash broke the kiss. Sorry, guess I got caught up in the moment. Fireside, her host still on Dash, leaned in and rested her head on Rainbow's shoulder. A smile whispered too low for her friend to hear. I didn't. Dash, still holding her thread, thought to herself as she laid her head on her friend's shoulder. Me neither.